Despoina, the daughter of Demeter and Poseidon, is a significant figure in Greek mythology. Her story is one that is filled with complexity and intrigue, and it is often overshadowed by the more well-known tales of gods and heroes. However, the story of Despoina is a fascinating one that sheds light on the relationships between the gods and the mortals, as well as the struggles that they faced. The story of Despoina begins with the goddess Demeter, who was known as the goddess of the harvest and agriculture. Demeter was a powerful and influential figure, and she was revered by the ancient Greeks as a symbol of fertility and abundance. However, her story took a turn when she caught the eye of the sea god Poseidon. Poseidon, the brother of Zeus and Hades, was known for his strength and power, as well as his unpredictable and sometimes volatile nature. When he saw Demeter, he was overcome with desire for her, and he pursued her relentlessly. However, Demeter was not interested in his advances, and she sought to avoid him at all costs. In order to escape Poseidon's pursuit, Demeter transformed herself into a mare, hoping that this would dissuade him from continuing to pursue her. However, Poseidon was not deterred, and he took the form of a stallion in order to mate with her. From this union, Demeter bore a daughter, Despoina, and a fabulous horse named Arion. As the daughter of Demeter and Poseidon, Despoina was a unique and important figure in the ancient Greek world. She was revered as a goddess in her own right, and she was often associated with fertility, abundance, and the cycles of nature. However, her parentage also brought with it a great deal of conflict and struggle. One of the most significant challenges that Despoina faced was the conflict between her parents. Demeter, who was known for her passionate and protective nature, was fiercely devoted to her daughter, and she was determined to keep her safe from the influence of Poseidon. However, Poseidon was equally determined to assert his own authority and influence over his daughter, and he sought to establish his own power and control in her life. Despite these challenges, Despoina was a powerful and influential figure in her own right. She was revered as a symbol of fertility and abundance, and she was often worshipped by the ancient Greeks as a source of strength and nourishment. She was associated with the cycles of nature, and she was often invoked in rituals and ceremonies that were meant to bring about prosperity and abundance for the people. Despoina's story also had a tragic element to it, as she was often caught in the middle of the conflicts and struggles of the gods. Her parentage brought with it a great deal of conflict and tension, and it made it difficult for her to find her own sense of purpose and agency in the world. Despite her power and influence, she was often overshadowed by the more well-known tales of gods and heroes, and her story is often overlooked in the larger narrative of Greek mythology.